Alright, here we go into round one. Should be starting any second now here. Here we go. We're going to be on the draw, it looks like. I cannot keep this hand. Especially if my opponent's mulliganing. This is much better. Because I have a Clot Sliver or a Reanimate. And I even now have a turn 1 Sarcomancy. So that worked out. The Sarcomancy might be the death of me, of course, later, but we'll see. Like if he has Diabolic Edict here. Oh, some sort of shadow deck. So that's good, because I'm going to start the race here. So I'm going to play turn 2 Clot Sliver, a turn 3 Root Walla. Alright, that sort of pumps the brakes a little. A Carnophage, however, does not. So what I think I'm going to do is attack with my zombie first. And if my opponent decides to trade here, I'm very happy with that. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Carnophage and reanimate the Windrake. And hopefully get a big enough tempo swing here. Start bashing in for 5 every turn. That's pretty good. So I guess, yes, I'll go ahead and pay the life for Carnophage. Go ahead and attack for 4 here. So yeah, I'm going to be taking 1 damage no matter what. But happy to get rid of that. So now do I play the Horror or the Root Wall? I think I'll play the Horror to discourage any attacks. My opponent also has a pretty fast deck, it seems. Oh, well, now I'm glad I played the Horror. And I will probably trade with the Warlord here if he gives me the chance. Yeah, I will be trading here. He might be holding up a counterspell. But I think I go for it. Go ahead and bash for 3 first. Rangers with 3, yeah. So I could play him or I could play the Root Walla. I think I want the Root Walla to resolve less. Okay. Plus, I can hit him for even more now than with just the Spike Reader. Because now I'm hitting him for 3, 4, 5. I can hit him for 7, so I actually have him on a 2-turn clock. Alright, well that's a little unfortunate. But not the end of the world here. We're both aggro decks. Drawing a Carnophage was good because it means I can turn this off. But I don't think I need to do that yet. So I'll go ahead and play my Spike Reader. Swing 3. Next turn I can play the Carnophage. Keep tapped if I need to. So taking one here. Provoke. That doesn't really help me. But let's go ahead and bash. At the end of my opponent's turn, I can give him some pseudo vigilance and draw a card. Alright, well, that went better than I expected. So since my opponent seems to be on the Dothy plan, I think I will put in Reality Anchor and Heartwood Dryad, as those are my two. Take out Provoke for the Reality Anchor. For the Heartwood Dryad, let's take out something slow. Well, he is Tramp, so Evasion, Evasion. This one might be a little hard. Probably don't need two mulches. So I'll take that out. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next game. Oh, actually, I'm going to do... People have been saying that they like how Channel Fireball does just one video for each match, so I think I'll try that today. So, put in 41 cards. This hand is good if I draw a forest. Yeah, maybe now wasn't so good. Well, any land for the Serpent Warrior, although this is being very taxing on my life total. This might have been a bad 2-land keep, but it'll probably be okay. Especially if my opponent doesn't play anything. Yeah. Alright, so a third land is good. Bash. Second land. So no turn 2 play is a little unfortunate for me. That is fine, though. Come on. Okay, that is perfect. As now I can play my Spike Breeder next turn. Or actually, probably my Harpy. My very first deck, even though I did not play in Tempest, this was much, much later, was a Dothy Beatdown deck, a mono-black Dothy Beatdown deck that used Hatred as a win condition. It was a lot of fun. This is back in my very early days. It's probably the first deck I ever built. Really enjoyed it. Legacy's Allure. So he's got to put at least 2 counters on that. Oh, that's bad. But actually, I can 2-for-1 him with my Elvish Fury, which I think I will do next turn. As that seems pretty good. Won't be able to buy it back, but that was... No, I still can't play the Armadon. I still can't play 2 cards this turn. Which is unfortunate. But I feel like I can't not leave it up. As he's going to bash for 5 next turn. And so, I think on his upkeep is when I'm going to bounce this to his hand. No, I'll just do it on his combat. He might have a counter spell, so I'll do it on his upkeep. So that way he can't just... Does it actually matter? Yeah, because he'll have to spend mana replaying it next turn either way. And he has to get rid of a card now if he wants to return it to his hand. Discarding a land. Okay. So I think that was okay. Slows him down a little. If he wants my Carnophage, he can certainly have it. Next turn, I think I'll play my Screeching Harpy. Ooh, Dark Ritual. For the combo. Windrake, not bad. So still gonna bash for 5. Mulch. We might put an opportunity to block here. Well, that takes care of that. So no longer taking damage from him. Able to play my Screeching Harpy now. Which my opponent can actually now take control of. So that wasn't very smart of me. I just completely forgot about Legacy's Allure. Yeah, that's what I thought. Unfortunate, but nothing I can really do about it, unfortunately. Could have played a little smarter, of course, but... yeah, because now you can just bounce off me all day. Okay, so yeah, that's probably a game-ending misplay on my part. Well, now he can't regenerate it. So I'm still unable to... let's see, he actually has lethal. But I can't block anything, so I'm going to go ahead and attack and see what my opponent does. Because maybe he will block for some reason. Yeah, I didn't think so. I think my best hope is to mulch. Yep, there's my... yeah, okay. I killed myself that game. Sorry about that, but let's just go right into the next one. Yeah, that was very dumb of me. I like this hand. It's got some draw. I can hold back on his Dothy beats. It's not my most aggressive hand, but those Carnophage hands are kind of killing me a little. And Edict is great, because I can Edict whatever his turn 2 play is. Train Armadon is good as well, as no matter what, I'm going to get a... probably going to play the Armadon next turn now. Unless his turn 2 play is really good, yeah. Ooh, Rootwalla or Armadon? I think Armadon, as I do want to play Vadi next turn. And if this gets mana leaked, I'm not unhappy. Okay. So maybe I'll be edicting his turn 3 play here. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a good edict target. Oh, well, it's kind of not. Although getting a sort of a discount on his Scrivener. I'm going to go ahead and bash 3. If he wants to block, that's good for me. Now I'll be playing my Vadi Ildal. So that Scrivener was kind of a waste then. Why did he play the Scrivener to bounce the Dark Ritual to lose the Scrivener? I feel like I would have just taken 3 damage there. Alright, maybe this will be a good target. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just attack with Trained Armadon. If he blocks with the Wayward Soul, I can get it to take it down to one power with Vadi, or if he blocks with the Wing Sliver, I can Edict the Wayward Soul. So chooses not to, seems smart. So I will play Root Walla. And Dathi Horrors, I'm not planning on Edicting during my opponent's turn here. But I am only planning on taking 2 damage. I'd rather add to my board state right now than remove it from my opponent's. Grave Digger, pretty good. So my opponent takes 5. I could Edict this and force him to draw it again next turn. But I think my Vadi has that creature well in hand at the moment. I don't think I need to overcommit my only removal spell. Alright, and we win the match. So short of that one huge misplay game 2, we did alright. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next match.